Hey, what's going on, people? That's your boys back again with another JavaScript tutorial in which I'm going to be continuing the rest of the challenges in regards to the introduction for JavaScript. So let's get started. So this one is about returning an early pattern for functions. Okay. Um, so when a return statement is reached, the execution of the current function stops, and control returns to the calling location. Right? So they've given an examples. In this example, my uh, my font is a function, and then they are printing out hello to the dev console, and then they are returning hello. So at this point of time, console.log in brackets bye bye won't be executed. The function will terminate from this return statement, and it will go back to its wherever the other function or the main function was being called at it. Okay, so the above, it also says that the above outputs hello to the console, which I just told you this line, returns world, but bye bye is never output because the function exits at the return statement. Right? I'm pretty sure you guys understood it. But if you haven't, leave me a comment and I will explain to you in further detail. So our task is to modify the function app test, which is this one here. So I'll just zoom in a bit so you guys can have a pretty good view of the screen itself. Okay, so the function, sorry, it was here, yeah. So it says that we need to modify this function app test so that if A or B are less than 0, okay, the function will immediately exit with a value of undefined. So it also gives us a hint that remember that undefined is a keyword, okay? You can't use a string. You can't use undefined uh, as a string. So for example, in this way, all right? No, you can't use that. So let's go ahead and code this exercise. So it says A or B are less than 0. Okay, so I'm gonna use the if statement here. So I say A is less than B. Sorry, my bad. A is less than A is less than 0, or B is less than 0. Okay, and now I'm gonna put curly braces and then just return. Alright, so if I don't return anything, it will automatically print out undefined, as it says here that it will immediately exit with a value of undefined. Perfect. And if the value is positive or greater than 0, then or 0, then I want to print out yeah, that's all really. Yep, then I want to print out I want to I want to print out the square of the number given here. So in this case it's 2 and 2. Alright, so let's see if this gets gives us a pass result. Alright, run the test. Yay, we have submitted and we can go to the next challenge. Brilliant, let's go. Alright, so in this case, oh sorry, my bad, I don't know where did that come from. Alright, so this is a basic JavaScript, so we're going to be implementing a counting cards game. Alright, so it says that in the casino, I don't know if you guys go to casinos or not, but yeah, there's a counting cards game. I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of it. And I know you guys know how to play it as well. If you guys go to the casinos, I go, so yes, I know how to play it. Anyway, let's continue with the tutorial. It says in this casino game, blackjack, a player. So the game is called blackjack. A player can gain an advantage over the house by keeping the track of the relative number of high and low cards remaining in the deck. Okay, so a player can gain advantage over the house by simply by keeping the track of the relative number of high and low cards remaining in the deck. This is called the card counting. Alright, and it says having more high cards remaining in the deck favors the player. Alright, each card is assigned a value according to the table below. So each card is assigned a value, which is this value according to the table below. I'm not too sure that it's saying that each card is assigned a value. I think this is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. These are the values most probably. I might be wrong, so I would highly recommend you guys to Google it and find out. Okay, so it says when the count is positive, which is this one, the player should bet high. Alright, when the count is positive, the player should bet high. When the count is 0 or negative, so these two scenarios, the player should bet low. So if it's positive, high, high, and low or negative, then a player should bet low. Alright, so now you will write a function you will write a card counting function. It will receive a card parameter, which is here, which it can be a number or a string. Okay, so I'll just write down some notes for myself here as well, so it just makes it a bit easier. Card is equal to card can be sorry, wait, yeah, a number, card equals number or string. Okay, and increment or decrement the global count variable according to the card's value. So the count here, so the global variable will be incremented or decremented, or actually let's give it multi-line comment. Global count variable value will be incremented or decremented. Okay, so now we've got this according to the card's value. So based on cards values, so if these are the values for the cards. Alright, oops, yeah. So the function will then return a string with the current count. So what we need to return as well is, oops, return a string with plus current count. Okay, alright. The function will then return a string with the current count and the string bet if the count, so if, and the string equals to bet if count is positive, is count is positive, and then string equals hold, count is negative. Alright, the current count and the player's decision, bet or hold, should be separated with a single space. Cool, we can format it as well. So this is an example output. So this is the value I'm presuming, and this is the string. So that's the count and that's the string. Okay, so now let's get coding. So I think in this we can use a switch statement. So I'm gonna try and see if that works. The switch, we have card as a parameter. Alright, and switch open curly braces, close curly brackets, and then we have one case is first case is 2. So if the card's value is 2, then what are we doing? We are incrementing the count. Okay, return count plus plus. Oh, sorry, my bad. We can just do this. Count plus plus and actually return count plus plus, and then we can add a space and then say it was positive, isn't it? So we can say it was positive, so bet, he can bet. Alright, and then break. Alright, so if this is going to be happening for 2, 3, 4, and 5, then we can simply do this technique. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so if that's the case, so if 7, 8, and 9 are the case, then we're not going to be incrementing the count. So this is case 7. If it's case 7, we return count plus space and then another plus, and then we return bet as well. Well, I think so. Bet. Okay. So we can do this for 7, 8, 9. Alright. And now 10. If we have the value of 10, then it would be, oops, I forgot to put the break here. So case 10, in the case of, okay, return minus, count minus minus, and then plus space, and then what we're doing here for the for the negative one, we are saying hold. Oops, in the wrong one. Okay. And then similarly do the same for J, Q, oops, Q, case, K, and case, last but not the least, A. Alright, so this should work now. I don't know if it will, but let's have a try if it does. Right, so it says that it also gives us a hint that do not reset the count to 0 if the value is 7, 8, or 9, or we haven't done that. Cool. Do not return an array. Yeah, we're not doing that. And do not include quotes, single, double in the output. We have done that. I think single or double. Anyway, let's have a try about this. Alright. See how many we pass. Ready, go. Okay, so how many did we pass? Whoa, pretty far off, aren't we? Okay, so guys, I will obviously fail the test, so let's see what I did wrong. Removing all the returns there, I did a bit of syntactically incorrectly, so that's why I'm pretty sure that it wasn't picking it up. So yeah, because it also says that we can't include quotes in the output, so I will just remove the quotes as well. Alright, there we go. So in this one it says 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are incremental, so 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. increment, do nothing on 5A, 7A and 9, so we'll just leave it there. We'll just leave the count as it is, and for 10 J Q A K A we will remove that as well and just decrement the count. Okay, and it says here that if the count is positive or hold, sorry, it says that the function will return a string with current count. Okay, so we need to return a current count. So if the count is positive, we need to return the word bet. So we're going to do if count is let's say negative 0 or negative first, because it's gonna be easier in this way. Then we are return so count and space. If it's negative, we return hold. Alright, in quote, or else so if the count is 0 or negative, okay, or yep, then we return this, else we return, so if we return a string with a current count, the string bear, if the current count is positive, so string count plus 0 plus, so plus and then a space, which says here should be separated by a single space, and then bet. Okay, alright, I just hope this one works. Alright, and we can just check the test cases if we pass the test or not. Yay, there we go. We have a power level. It's over 9,000. Wow. Let's continue and make it 10,000, shall we? Yep, we will. Alright, so the next challenge is about building JavaScript objects. So you may have heard the term object before. Objects are similar to arrays, except that instead of using indexes to access and modify the data, you access the data in objects through what are called properties. Okay, so these are the properties, and that's the data for these properties. Okay, objects are useful for storing data in a structured way. Yep, as we can see here, and we can represent real-world objects like a cat. Okay, they've also given us an example of an object, a cat. That's a property of a cat, and the value is whiskers. Leg is called 4 legs, tail is called 1 tail, and how many enemies has it got? Whoa, it's got water and dog. Wow, I didn't know that the cats were afraid of water, but yeah, I knew that they were afraid of dogs. So anyway, uh, there we go. I learned something new today. So in this example, all the properties are stored as strings. Yep, cool. Such as names, name, legs, tails. However, you can also use number as properties. Okay, which is these, I'm presuming. Yeah, number. All right. So you can even omit the quotes for single word property, single word string properties as follows. Okay, so it means that uh, if we have a single word property, we don't have to place quotes. Alright, so however, if your object has any non-string properties, which is at number 5, JavaScript will automatically typecast them as string. Okay, so it will automatically convert 5 into a string. Alright, so it tells us to make an object that represents a dog called my dog. Okay, which contains a property, which contains the properties name. Okay, so let's give it a name. Alright, and then I will give it a name called, I don't know, ABC. I don't want to offend any person whose name is, and I mean I don't want to give it any human name and offend someone whose name I might have used. Actually, what I'm gonna do there, I'm gonna use the name of my best friend. Yeah, he's more of a dog. Yep. So I will choose his name here. So by this name, I'm not referring to anyone out there. This is the name of my bestie. Okay. So do this, and then we go to the next line by tapping comma, and then say legs, and tail. Let's he's got 2 legs. Yep. Now make it 4 legs. He's definitely gonna kill me right now. Alright, and friends. Okay, how many friends has he got? Probably 15,000, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he's quite he's quite popular. Alright, so oops, my bad. We are not supposed to give it the semicolon there. My bad. Sorry about that. So you can set these objects to have the values you want, as long name is a string, leg and tails are numbers, and friend is an array. Okay, so we can give that an array. Alright, come too many, say many. Alright, cool. So that's there, we are done with the array. Cool. So once again guys, these are called properties, and these are the values of the properties. Okay, and if you forget that what are they called, you can also hover over them and it will actually tell you that this is a property which is name and it's got a value string. Okay, cool. Run the test and we have passed. No, we haven't passed it. Interesting. Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Where did we mess up? Where did we mess up? Where did we mess up? My door should contain the property tails. Ah, nope. Okay, should contain the property tails, and it should be a number. Okay, yep, is a number. My dog should only contain all the given properties. Oh, I forgot. So tails is there, and I forgot the legs. Legs, oops. Legs. How many legs does this dog have? Which is my best day. I would say 4 legs, and each tail is attached to each leg. Yep, he's a weird kind of dog, isn't it? Here we go, submitted. Yes, we've got this. Stay with me, guys. We're almost there. Alright, so accessing accessing object properties with dot notation. There are two ways of access. There are 2 ways to access the properties of an object: dot notation and a bracket notation. Alright, similar to arrays. Dot notation is what you use when you know the name of the property you're trying to access ahead of time. Okay, cool, that makes sense. And here's a sample of using the dot notation to read any object's property. Okay, so here we are using the dot notation. So property 1, here we are reading the property 1 of my object and assigning it to prop1 val, similarly to prop2 val. Alright, by dot notation. Okay, so read in the property values of test object. Okay, test object using dot notation. Set the variable hat value equal to the object's property hat. So that one, and then hat, I would say, yep, hat. And then it says that set the shirt value equal to the properties to the object's properties hat shirt. So shirt. There we go. Perfect. Alright, run this and we have passed the test. Feel that need for speed. Yes, I'm feeling it. Alright, so accessing object properties with bracket notation. So first of all, it showed us about the dot notation, and now we're gonna learn about the brackets notation, how to access the properties. So if the property of the object you're trying to access has a space in its name, then you will need to use a bracket notation. Okay, so if the property has got space, then bracket notations are essential to use to access the property. Okay, so however, you can still use bracket notations on object properties without spaces. It says you can still use object. Sorry, you can still use bracket notations of object properties without spaces. So on both spaces and non-spaces, we can use bracket notation to access the properties. Here's a sample of using bracket notation to read the object's properties. Alright, so that's the properties. is used. Okay, cool. Yep. So it's used a bracket notation. So what we need to do now, so that's the property, and it's reading it by using the brackets notation. Interesting, isn't it? So note that the property names with spaces in them must be in quotes. Okay, they must be in quotes, which can be single or double. Perfect. Read the values of the properties and entree. Sorry, my pronunciation is just so bad, isn't it? My entry value, so an entree, an entry, no, an entree, yeah, an entree, because entry is the ticket entry, as in entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, and this is talking about the starters in food. So entree. Alright, read the values of the properties and entree and the drink of test object. Okay, this one and this one, using the bracket notation, and assign them to entry value and drink value. Alright, cool. So let's use this one, and this would be, so brackets notations and entree are open quotes, double quotes, and then an entry, and then test this one with a single quotes now, just for experimental purposes, the drink. Okay, and now we can run this challenge. Done. We've got guts, remember? Yes, we have got guts. We are brave enough. Alright, yeah, so that's it for this tutorial, guys. If you have any comments, any suggestions, and anything I can improve on, please give me a comment on my video, and I'll show you that I will be acting on your comments and replying to them as well. Alright, until then, see you in the next video. Have a great day.